Sometimes corn works out beautifully. Other times, it doesn't. I'm Christy Wilhelmi from Gardenerd, and today I'm going to show you what to do with that funky corn that didn't work out so it doesn't go to waste. It happens. Sometimes your corn gets pollinated and it looks beautiful. Other times, the rats eat the tassels and nothing gets pollinated, and you end up with what I call toothless sister cousin corn, where your ears have very few kernels that have pollinated. But that is not a reason to throw them away. I'm in the kitchen today to show you how we take care of that at Gardenerd headquarters so that we can use that corn later on. Nothing goes to waste. For this preparation, you're going to need a knife. I'm using a cheese knife. You can use any knife, it's fine. You're going to need your funky ears of corn, a tray with parchment paper on top, and you see where I'm going with this already. Let's get started. I already had done some of this process before I realized this would make a great video, so that's what you can see here. But to show you how to get from this to this, you start with your cookie sheet. It's small enough to fit in your freezer, key point, and your corn and a knife. And basically you're just gonna slice it off onto the cookie sheet. Now the thing about corn like this corn is clearly overripe. You see how the kernels are all big and stretched out and pushed up against one another? And if I push on this, you do see milk come out, but this is probably already very starchy. But when you can still save this and use it in soups and stews, because that will be much less noticeable in that environment. I would not serve it on its own, but it can still go in a bag that's labeled overripe corn. You could label it as soup corn and it would be just fine. Next, you want to spread this all out onto your tray. Now, I have frozen corn before on just the tray. This is a little bit milky and I didn't want it to stick to the tray itself, so I put down some parchment paper to make this easier. And now, it goes in the freezer for 1 hour minimum. After an hour, take the tray out of the freezer and tap it a few times on the counter. And that will loosen most of these guys up from where they might be stuck to the parchment. And at this point, you can simply scoop this into a freezer bag. This is a Ziploc bag. We're gonna vacuum seal. You can even pick the parchment up to scoop it in to the bag, except that at this point, we like to vacuum seal. You could just put this, close it up and seal it and put it in the freezer to freeze all the way. We like to do a quick vacuum seal like this while laying the corn out flat. And we're gonna hand seal, hand pulse vacuum so that it doesn't become completely tight. Just enough there, and then seal it. And there we go. And then you have a sealed bag that is ready to tear open and reuse with the Ziploc as you go. Now this corn is fresh off the cob, ready to go back in the freezer to freeze firm until we're ready to use it in soups, in stews, or wherever we need already cut corn. If you want to learn more about preserving the stuff that you're growing, go to gardenerd.com and check out my book, High Yield, Small Space Organic Gardening, which also has recipes in the back for how to use your harvest. While you're there, check out my other books, my online courses, and consider becoming a Patreon subscriber to support all the free stuff we do here at Gardenerd. Patreon subscribers gain access to behind-the-scenes goodies, monthly videos, monthly hangouts with me, and extra stuff ahead of everyone else. Thanks for watching. Bye.